on Love, Lust, or Run. Tanya, what are you doing here?
I'm here because I'm getting married really soon, and I don't know what I'm wearing. My style is bold, it's colorful, it's influenced a lot by performance, it is in your face, it's a little edgy.
Never really want to judge a book by its cover, but she certainly doesn't look approachable to me.
I will run like hell.
From those reactions, this style is going to be tricky for your wedding day.
If they were going to be at my wedding, I would care.
When it comes to personal style, your look says a lot about who you are. But what kind of message are you really sending? Does the world see you the way you see yourself? Well, I asked, and I found out. And now, I'm going to fix it on Love, Lust, or Run. This is not the end of the world. This is a little bit sad. Tanya, come here, give me a hug. Get those girls right over. Tell me about this shirt. Did you make it?
I bought it and I cut it.
Yeah, okay. Just curious. It was the first thing that caught my attention.
My name is Tanya. I'm 34 years old, and I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey. My style is bold, it's colorful, it's shiny. It's influenced a lot by performance. It is in your face. It's a little edgy. I would wear this to a black tie affair with like a black wrap and like some demure black heels. This is a little bit more punk rock looking. I would wear this with like black flowers in the hair, my combat boots. These are my babies. I wear these everywhere. I started finding this iteration of my style around mid-2011 when I exited the financial services industry. I was very unhappy in finance, and once I was out, I kind of like burst out of my shell everything I was repressing, and it was like, this is who I am, and I'm a lot happier now that I can do this. But I'm getting married really soon, and I don't know what I'm wearing. I would like something that will make my family happy and his family happy, but I also want something that's going to be true to me.
My daughter is getting married, and she's looking for a bouquet, but an unusual one.
I love Tanya's look, but I have great concerns because she's going to get married, and there are people who do not gravitate to it, and they can be mean of spirit, and I worry about that.
You know, it's kind of gotten to the point with my look where I'm like, this is who I am, and I'm going to change it. So I'm excited to work with Stacey. I'm also nervous. I'm putting a lot of trust into somebody I've never met, and I'm really hoping it comes out well.
What are you doing here?
I'm here because I would like to be married. I don't really want to get married, if that makes any sense. Like, I just want to
yeah, I totally get it.
do it. And then, like, my family got involved because we were just going to do it. And, you know, I'm half Italian, half Jewish, and you don't do...
You're a pizza bagel. Great, fantastic.
So I went to find the engagement ring, and I took my mother, and she's like, okay, well, we have to go to the Diamond District, we have to go to Tiffany's, we have to go to Piaget, and like, the Diamond District gave me a panic attack. I used to work in finance. Like, I'm used to people yelling numbers and stuff.
Wait, I'm sorry. Could we just rewind 2 steps back? You used to work in finance?
I was a licensed stockbroker. I did operations. I did not look like this my entire life.
Oh, so when did you make this switch from khakis and corporate to pearls in the corner of your eyes and pink hair?
I've always kind of had like a little flair, and it was like undercover flair when I was in finance. And then after finance, it was like a year of deprogramming myself.
That is a big swing. That pendulum, like, it sounds like you felt oppressed in the finance world, that you were dressing in a way that spoke nothing to the person that you are. Mm-hmm. And then you were like, you just went sort of hog wild. And you're about to get married. We want to find something, right, for your wedding.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is find a way for you to please a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And also a way to express yourself that still says, you know, I'm a beautiful feminine bride, and not feeling like you're conforming.
Right.
Is that, have I got that?
Yeah, I think the thing is like, I want to look back on that moment 20 years from now and make 20 years from me now happy, but also have a marker of who I was at this point.
So let's get a general read on how you're being perceived, and then let's talk about how you want to be perceived as a bride. Cool? All right, come with me. Be careful about, I'm a little worried. They're very long.
The pants.
I know. Don't trip, and don't trip me. Okay, you're, all right, perfect, glorious. So we took your look out into the street, and we just generally asked people whether they loved it, whether they lusted after the look, or you, or if they wanted to run.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a look.
Oh my God.
Yikes. I will look at her on the street, but I don't know if in a good way. Like, oh, what is she wearing?
It's not appropriate for everyday work. It's not appropriate really in any circumstance. Maybe at Mardi Gras only.
I don't think I could really take her seriously without being distracted by what's going on with the makeup.
Never really want to judge a book by its cover, but she certainly doesn't look approachable to me.
I will run like hell.
Run.
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 Lost.
Run. From those reactions, this style is going to be tricky for your wedding day. Would you say that that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, I'm aware of how people are perceiving me. It's kind of an intentional thing. But for my wedding, I'm not looking to push boundaries like that. Everyone there already knows me. It's like, here's me.
Right.
You know who I am. I know who you are. We all love each other. And I love you so much that I'm willing to do something to make you happy as well as me happy.
Well, wait, no. You may push boundaries in a way that you didn't know that you could with yourself by finding
That's
this book.
true.
I want your expression to truly come from what's inside of you, not in reaction to who people said you couldn't be.
Right.
Okay? So in order to do that, I am going to ask you now to take all of this off.
Okay.
Everything. Get going, girl. Right there, right in that box, right there. Go strip it off. Don't trip.
I'm very excited to see what she wants to do with me, especially because this is like a very momentous occasion coming up. I'm a little bit nervous. We'll see how it goes. This is very cute.
Does that have jars in it?
Yeah,
that say,
it
like,
says spicy, sweet, sour.
No, that is not a wedding dress, and you know it.
Okay. It's gonna take a while to take all this off. I'm a little trepidatious because this is not something that I would have elected to do for myself in an ideal situation. I think that Stacey understood that, you know, I am who I am, and it's a big part of me. And I hope that she's going to keep me true to who I am, but a more put together version for such a momentous occasion.
God, look at you, adorable petite flower. You're also beautiful and stunning and gorgeous. I don't know what you're doing with so much schmutz on your face. Okay, so looking at this right now in the mirror, I just want to come stand behind you for a second. I just need to know what it is that you see, like your dream for the way that you would look is going to look like what?
I don't like the idea of big trains and like poofy things. I want something that's going to be easy wearing, that I don't need like 6 girls to help shove me into a bathroom stall.
So no train, you don't want any kind of crinoline, nothing big and poofy. You're not going for ball gown, you're not going for
No,
like
I kind
princess?
of like the 60s, 50s aesthetic, the retro. I think it fits with my body. I'm short, I'm curvy.
I like 50s for
something
you.
little,
Like a wiggle room, like a Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, with like a little flare out. This is not something I've dreamed of since I was a little girl, but it's something I'm excited for.
Right, okay, that's great. So basically, the only thing that matters is that you look and feel as beautiful as you can. All right, we are gonna go shopping and you are gonna have an open mind and you are not gonna give me a hard time.
Maybe? Okay.
Let's just, okay, yes?
We're gonna go with yes.
Right.
Pizza Bagels Unite.
Exactly, Pizza Bagels Unite. Really, actually, the communication should be great.
Okay.
I mean, I guess my plan with Tanya is to stop the pendulum swing. We're not going to dress in a way that feels conformist, and we're not going to dress in a way that feels so non-conformist, but we'll just have to see if we wind up on the same page. I mean, Tanya and I have a lot in common, but I could also see us butting heads pretty easily. Okay, so we have a lot to do today, and I think you're going to have a lot of choice here. Tatiana is one of my favorite stores, and one of the reasons is because it does that kind of retro style very, very well without it being so retro that it doesn't look modern.
Yeah, I mean, like, I see a lot of stuff here that I'm excited to try on.
All right, the first thing that I always like to do is sit down and have you look around and decide if there's something that you like here.
Okay.
And then I'll give you my 2 cents.
Okay.
All right, so you go that way and I'll go this way.
Okay. Really like this. This is very cute.
Does that have jars in it?
Yeah,
that say,
it
like,
says spicy, sweet, sour,
Mommy is not on there? Okay, put it down. No.
Oh, okay.
No, that is not a wedding dress, and you know.
Okay. I like this one.
I actually think that's totally adorable, and I love the embroidery on that one. So
Yeah.
Let's hold on to that. Yeah.
I don't know for the wedding. I just kind of really love this with the babushka dolls on it.
Yeah, I actually like that because if you wind up with a day wedding, that could be really sweet. Let's take a look at something like that.
Okay, and like maybe like with a crinoline underneath it.
Oh, look at you. You don't even need me. What am I doing here? I get to sit in this very large chair.
I kind of dig this one too.
I do too. Pull it. Could you just pull something white for the hell of it? Okay.
Oh, cherries.
I could make a comment, but I won't.
So that's a no. It's too cupcake, not enough evil cupcake. Like there's my little evil cupcake down there, and that's like a little representation of who I am.
Oh. Is there anything that a bride could wear that would make you want to leave a wedding?
Florals, maybe.
Florals? Florals are enough to get you to leave a wedding?
Okay, here's the first one.
Okay. So what do we think of our little Russian doll?
Little babushka dolls.
Yeah.
I really like this. I like the top. I like the pattern. I think it's a little full here.
I would agree with you. I think it's a little full. I think it's a little long.
Yeah.
I think the idea of the crinoline is cute, but it would have to be much shorter.
Right.
I feel like it kind of weighs you down. And I think this is a great dress for somebody else's wedding.
Yeah, this is like a garden party thing.
Right. It's like a garden party. If you were going to somebody else's wedding this summer, I'd be like, do this.
With little gloves.
No. No. But it's sweet, maybe even sweeter than you would be generally speaking.
It's too cupcake, not enough evil cupcake. Like there's my little evil cupcake down there, and that's like a little representation of who I am.
Oh, okay. EC, new nickname. Right. So this is a little more C and a little less E.
Yes.
So, all right, let's try something else. Cupcake. Oh, girl, I gotta take a picture in this. Wow.
Oh my God.
All right. Hold on.
Really nice.
Your chest looks bananas in this.
Thank you.
I mean, this is, what is commonly referred to as a wiggle dress, meaning that when you walk, we see your wiggle. What do you think about it?
I really love the shape and the cut. I think this is really beautiful. And like, I like that it's got a high, but it's also got some cleavage going on.
There's a couple things here. One, I do think it's still a little long for you, right? But more importantly is that because you're petite, things need to come up.
Yes.
Right? We have to alter things so that they're tighter on you here, because the length from your shoulder to your waist is much shorter than average. It's not, petite is not just about being short. You can wear petite tops if you have a very short torso and you're my height.
Right, okay.
The other thing that I really like about this is that this dress does feel sexy, but the lace makes it very feminine. One thing that I was thinking, though, was that if you were going to do something like this as a wedding dress, if you did a veil that was, like, say, ombre from white to red, that could be quite beautiful with it.
I can see that, like maybe like just like over the side a little bit.
I think that could make this feel more wedding-like.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Let's try something else.
Okay.
Now, see, that's why they call it a wiggle dress. Okay. What do you think about this?
I think this is like a bride's dress.
It does look a little bridey.
It looks a little bridey. I like the shape of it. But I think maybe also like with the long sleeves, I might wind up hot.
Well, there's tailoring that you do for your body,
right?
And then there's tailoring that's creative. So if you were to really love this dress, I would say we can cut the arms off at the seam, and it could be
like a sleeveless thing.
Absolutely. What I will say is that I love the illusion neckline, right? I think that's actually kind of retro, but also very figure flattering.
Yeah, I mean, like I like the neckline. To me, this is a little too bride.
So look, I think we have more work to do. I think we're getting somewhere here because we've looked at whimsical, we've looked at sexy. I don't know that we're hitting the right notes, but we're getting to the right place.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we did well. I mean, I feel good about how hard I've worked today.
This is a big deal. I mean, like this final product is going to be the final product for my wedding day. And I'm a little bit nervous that they're going to tone me down a little bit back to where I was, to the point where it's just not going to feel like me. But I'm happy to look for like a middle ground, and I'm hoping that's where we come out.
Tanya, so we have come to the end of this journey. And what I'm hoping is that you'll feel that where I've guided you towards, that it's something that you feel comfortable, happy, and proud of.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right, I just want to remind you, this is what you looked like before.
Okay.
Okay? And this is you now.
beautiful. It's still me. Wow. I mean, like my eyes look great.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a little bit more natural color than I would have picked for myself.
Obviously, with the dress, we did something in a blue color, which is funny because you're supposed to have something blue at your wedding. Now you're all blue. But look at the hem here. I mean, one of the things that was so great about this is that it's longer on the sides than it is in the front or the back. It creates a longer line. Not only that, we added this velvet ribbon in order to create more of a waistline.
Yes.
Right? We created the veil for you.
I know, this is so beautiful. Up until this, I probably wouldn't have even worn a veil.
All right, now, obviously, we took this look out into the street again to ask people whether they loved it or lusted after it or you or, you know, wanted to run. Here's what they had to say.
Oh, wow. I would describe the style as romantic with a bit of edginess.
She dresses very sophisticated, but like there is an element of flashiness there.
I would definitely hang out with her as long as I got to borrow her clothes.
Yes, I would go on a date with her if I could.
I would ask her for style tips and let her take me shopping.
I love her look.
Love.
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 Lust.
Love.
Lust.
So what do you think?
I'm glad that it was so well received.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it only really matters if that's what you were going for, right? I mean, it's really just almost like holding up a mirror and saying, is this what I'm trying to tell people about myself?
Right.
And I think that for a long time, you had been trying to say, stay the hell away from me.
Yeah.
That's exactly the impression you don't want to give the day you're getting married.
Yes.
So I think we should just get like one or two more opinions, maybe. Let's take a look.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, fantastic. Look at this dress. Look at the shoes. Look at you. Wow.
Hi.
Amazing. You're a genius.
Your daughter is
stunning. She is stunning. But look what you've done. Oh, my goodness. So you're going to come and do all this again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You're going to come again.
Yeah. Look at you being really
amazing.
You have a beautiful girl.
I know I do. I know I do.
Beautiful Maureen.
All right, go. You can get out of here. You call me, I'll dress her, don't worry. I'll be there. Tanya's ready for her big day, and I think we really hit the right note between her wanting something that didn't feel too, like, wedding-y, and still something that made her look beautiful.
I just wanted to say thank you for everything. The dress was beautiful. Everyone loved the look. And it's still me, but it is the me that I wanted to be the day I got married. You helped make a dream of mine come true, and I'm very, very appreciative. Thank you.
Next on Love, Lust, or Run.
Well, it's really nice to see you. It's just so hard to look at your face.
Yeah. She looks like a My Little Pony.
Say that. She's a sock dancer or something like that.
How does that make you feel?
I just see myself as not against showing off my curves.
But there's showing off your curves, and then there's like, we're waiting for a nip slip. When it comes to personal style, your look says a lot about who you are. But what kind of message are you really sending? Does the world see you the way you see yourself? Well, I asked, and I found out. And now, I'm gonna fix it on Love, Lust, or Run. Girl, are we going to the beach today?
That would be nice.
What is going on, sister? Well, it's really nice to see you. It's just so hard to look at your face.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
I'm sure we can find you a shirt.
Hi, my name is Kelly. I am 33 years old from Long Island, New York. Welcome to my closet. It is really not for the faint of heart. My style is extremely colorful. It is also very bohemian. I'm the creative director and founder of Allie and Joshua, which is a clothing and accessory line that I started in my home, named after my 2 children.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Being a single mother and running a startup business is not easy. The business has become a 3rd child to me, and everything I do is for my 3 kids. Some fashion industry professionals don't take me seriously, so I need Stacey's help because I need a fresh professional perspective on how I should be dressing without suppressing my creative style.
Talk to me. What are you doing here?
I am the designer of a clothing line. I started my brand so I could have an outlet to be with my kids and still design. And it is also a means of support, which is why I want the startup business to really fire up as much as it can and expand. I am very into my beachy bohemian brands, but I do also feel like I've kind of become a billboard for it.
You think this is beachy bohemian?
I do consider my style boho glam.
Okay, the words that you're using are conjuring up very different images for me than what I see for me, right?
Yes.
And it just feels very, what's the word I'm looking for besides boobalicious? Uncohesive. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And as a designer, we want you to have as much focus as possible.
I am so inspired by trends that I tend to combine them onto one. Might be my way of being an artist and being disorganized.
Okay, yes. So we want to get you to the place where everything feels cohesive,
Yes.
from what you're putting into your collection and what you're wearing on your body. But I think that, we want to be careful that what you think your message is and the way that you're using these words to describe it are the same words that other people would use to describe it.
Yes.
Yes. So should we go and take a look maybe at what the general consensus, just a cross-section of the population, thought about this look?
Let's do it.
Come with me. You first.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. Hello. Okay, so we took your look out into the street and we asked people whether they loved it, whether they lusted after it or you, and or whether they wanted to run from it. And let's just take a listen to what people had to say.
Oh, God.
Her hair is colorful.
She looks like a My Little Pony. If this woman showed up to school to pick her kids, every dad is gonna look at her and just be like,
Oh my God, I would say that. She's an exotic dancer or something like that. But I think that's what she's aiming for.
I think I would run from a style.
I'd be running.
run,
Run.
None. Lost.
run, run.
Okay, well, first, how does that make you feel?
Being compared to an exotic dancer is something I've heard one too many times.
It was very interesting that one gentleman said, I think that's the look she's after. Do you want people to kind of see you as this kind of, I don't know, very sexually provocative person?
I don't really see myself as that. I just see myself as loving color and art and not against showing off my curves.
Right, okay, but they're showing off your curves and then there's like, we're waiting for a nip slip. Again, the language you're using does not match this look to me. Your message is being miscommunicated to people. And if you want to sell a collection to buyers, then we really have to fix that miscommunication.
I definitely agree.
Have you been in a lot of buyers' offices in New York?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and are they buying your collection?
Not as of now. I think that I might not be taken seriously as a designer.
So that's a problem. All right, if you want to be taken seriously, especially in the New York fashion market, we're going to have to start from scratch. We got to get rid of the extensions. Are you wearing contacts?
Yes.
Why?
I do like to change the color of my eyes. Sometimes blue, sometimes green, sometimes my natural hazel.
Your natural is hazel?
Yes.
Okay, why would you ever want to do something boring like blue or green when you have hazel?
I like to match my outfit with my eyes.
Stop it. Okay, I can't hear anymore. We're going to go behind that booth and you're going to get it all off.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, go.
My biggest fear in this entire process is definitely looking boring. I don't want to lose my artistic style or my sense of self. Oh my. It kind of reminds me of my grandmother a little bit.
That's why you're going to try it. Why do you think that people wear colored contacts? Are you wearing colored contacts?
Oh, no, that would be really awkward if
It'd be weird.
There is kind of, it borders on the line of inauthenticity when you are pretending to be something that you're not.
Good answer.
It might be a little bit scary, but maybe it's time for something a little more mainstream. There are many people who love my look, but as far as getting the attention of professionals in the New York fashion industry, I definitely need to adopt a more sophisticated appearance. I can't remember the last time I went out without my hair extensions. I know Stacy's going to play tough cop with me when it comes to my wardrobe, and at this point in my life, I get a push that I definitely need.
Huh. You look like a totally different person. So how do you feel right now?
I feel liberated.
Do you?
Yes.
Well, I'm not feeling entirely liberated because you're still wearing those blue contacts, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Why don't you want to take them out? I want to know.
I do like them. That's the one thing I do want to hold on to.
Okay, but I want to know why artifice, like blue eyes when you have hazel ones, feels so important to you.
I feel like blue is a symbol, to me at least, of positivity. And I like to have bright eyes and a little less eye makeup.
But I just want to start from scratch, real scratch, not fake scratch.
I still kind of want to keep them.
I still don't need to keep them.
I'll think about it.
Okay. I mean, I'm disappointed. I feel like this is a tough place to start.
I know.
Okay, well then let's go shopping, I guess. Okay. Come on. The contact thing just is like a red flag to me. I think it's a little weird to hold on to that one thing, especially when you really want to remake your image. I'm a little worried she might want to control the process, and we need to work together. So we have a lot of work to do today. I think Karen is a great store because there's a ton of options that we can mix and match that urban chic meets boho feeling in a way that I think you're going to wind up recognizing is much more appealing for your needs. And let's be honest, right? Your needs are to create business that is going to support your children.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
So you don't have time to screw around.
No, I don't. I want to be taken seriously.
All right, come with me.
Okay.
So one of the things that I actually adore for you is something like this.
I love the prints. I would probably mix them up.
Yep, and you could mix up, and I wouldn't have a problem with that. This kind of print and this kind of fabrication feels a little bit bohemian, but it's structured. So you have a bohemian feel in a very urban kind of silhouette, and you could even do this with something like leather, and that would be kind of amazing too, although the pink pipe doesn't really work for me here. But do you know what I mean?
Yes.
This idea?
I get the act, definitely.
Okay. All right, okay, so what kind of color preferences do you have? You like blue.
Aqua blue is one of my favorite summer colors, and it comprises more than a third of my closet.
Okay, well, anything that comprises more of a third of your closet is too much. Your wardrobe really should be like a pie. You want neutrals, right? You want bright colors that are solid. You want prints, which are both neutral prints, like animal, in regular animal print colors. And then you want bright prints. And then you want a quarter that's like the wild card, the eclectic, whether it's lace, shimmer, things that really pop.
Okay.
Okay, now. Pussy bow, sleeveless blouse, and a big sort of A-line skirt.
Oh my. It kind of reminds me of my grandmother a little bit.
That's why you're gonna try it. Since you won't take out your contacts, you gotta find a couple things you don't like.
I'll give it a shot. I like this a lot. I'd probably try something with fringe or even a little bit of embellishments.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say to that. No. Oh. All right. Let's start with being casual. Tell me what you think.
I love the printed camisole and I love the sandals. The jacket is really not my thing.
Well, that's why we're here.
It's a little too crochet. It reminds me of like a toddler blanket.
It's interesting because what it reminds me of is a cross between a blazer and a cardigan. So I don't know, what is that, like a blardigan? And the reason that I like that so much is because it takes the kind of formality out of a blazer and yet it gives structure to a sweater, right? So something like this is a great layering piece because you're not only saying, I can mix patterns because I know how to pull my colorway together. It also serves an incredibly good purpose, right? Which is to pull, if you take take it off, right? Then we're getting into too much skin territory for it to be even remotely business casual or appropriate in any way.
Yes, I definitely agree.
Okay, now, does this qualify as an urban chic or beachy boho look?
I think the sandals are a little bohemian, but the rest of the look, I would say, is definitely urban chic.
So we're meeting those two requirements. We're bringing them together, in a new, personal, individualized style for you.
And still has the prints that I love.
Yeah. Tell me what you think.
I like this a lot. I would probably ditch the white shell. I might try something with fringe or even a little bit of embellishments.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say to that. No. All right, and here's why I'm going to say that. Is because, one, this is a light print, right? And because it's uniform in a suit, you've got the jacket and the bottom. That's about all the print that you need. More importantly, we don't want to pull focus from the piece that you're wearing, which is your necklace, which is what you're selling. It also, just because we've done a scoop neck, gives you a perfect sort of area to highlight your necklaces. But I do think the skirt's too short.
Okay.
Yeah, I think compared to the skirts that you're wearing, it's like, you know, I put you in a blanket.
It's a step in the right direction, definitely. It is more sophisticated than what I originally wore.
Well, I mean, I more sophisticated. I don't even feel like it's in the same hemisphere.
At all.
I mean,
it would knock my outfit straight the runway.
If there was like a cafe between model outfits, this one would like kick the one to the curb.
Yes.
All right, let's see something else. Oh, wait, what? What do you think?
I love the way this takes me in at the waist. I love the bodice of this dress, and I love that it's leather. I never thought I would wear all black shoes and a dress, but it's pretty cool.
But this is kind of a special act dress. Not only does this do great things for your body because of the cut of it and because it raises your waistline,
yes,
fits the girls really nicely. It also has thick straps that allow you to wear a supportive bra. It's got a great A-line on it that kind of really plays well to your curves and your hips. It hits at the knee, which is a lot more appropriate for a 33-year-old woman.
Yes.
And what I like about this is that it still says you're badass.
I think it's luxury. I absolutely adore it. Yeah. It feels very glam.
It does?
Yes.
Okay. Look, we have a lot more work to do, but this is, for me, a very, very nice jumping off point. You're standing differently, you look kind of happy, and I think your eyes are sparkling, they're in context.
Yes.
Go.
My biggest fear about my new look is that I won't like it or that I will feel that it's too boring as opposed to sophisticated. There is an entirely new me coming, so this is definitely going to be interesting.
So, Kelly, you came here telling me that you had a fashion business, that you needed to hit the New York market, and you need to hit it hard. Despite Contact Gate, we have come really, really far. So, I just want to remind you, that is what you look like when you got here. And this is you now.
I'm getting nervous. Oh my God. I look like a totally different person.
Tell me what you think.
I feel so sophisticated already. I love it. I love it. I love these shoes. I love the bag. I love everything about it. I have to be honest with you. It is awesome.
How does it make you feel?
I already feel more like a business person.
I wonder what it would look like with hazel eyes. I just had to get it in there. All right, look, I'm so happy that you're so happy. I wanted to give you what you thought your style said about you. Beachy bohemian, so we went with a little bit of fringe on the bag. We used your jewelry, which I do see kind of bohemian. Even the print on this shirt is a little bit bohemian in feeling, but we kept it urban chic by putting you in a pleather pant and high heels that have a little bit of fishnet, and a kind of groovy little hat in a kind of flesh color, which I think is great for your skin tone. So what does this make you think about what you can do going forward?
This style is totally fun. It is a more mature version of me, but I haven't lost my sense of art and my sense of self at all. There's enough going on to keep me entertained.
Well, that's good. We took this look, obviously, back out into the street, and we asked people whether they loved it or lusted after it or you, or whether they wanted to run. And obviously, it's worthwhile to hear what people have to say.
Yes, let's hear.
Definitely fashionable, but also had this edge to it.
Honestly, she looks like she could work in fashion or some creative field.
She looks like she's like a CEO, like just running the show.
I would definitely let this woman style me.
I would get her attention. My wife may not want me to.
She looks like a very active, vibrant, engaged young mom.
Love.
Love.
Lust. Love.
I would lust after her if I was single. Dear, if you listen to this.
How do you feel about those reactions?
That to be considered empowering is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. You really are going to have to think now about what the difference is in the way that you're being perceived and how big a difference that can make in terms of how your company is perceived, because you are going to be, you know, sort of the model of it.
Yes.
You feel good about this?
I do.
You feel confident?
Yes.
You feel like you can pull this off without me?
Now that I've had your help, yes. Thank you, Cece. I feel absolutely incredible. I love this outfit. It is completely artistic. It's bohemian. It's powerful. I really think this is the ultimate boho glam.
Thank you. Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
I bet you the next time I see you may have rethought those contacts. Maybe.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, touchdown! I got a perhaps. Yeah.